Hi, my name is Jacob, and welcome to another episode of Uncut on the Abrasive Conversations platform. In this episode, I would like to reflect on my top 5 South African moments of 2024. This episode is part of a 3-part series in which I would reflect on some of the top 5 moments that shifted the conversation both nationally, globally, and even for me personally. So let me start at my top 5 South African moments. At number 5, I have the Springboks winning everything. As a South African, I think the Springboks is one of those organizations and teams that really cares about the broader national identity and a sense of national consciousness. And I must say, Sia and Rasi are doing a really good job in terms of representing South Africa at the national front. And what makes this even sweeter is them winning everything. So this year they won the Tri Nations after many years again, and they also had a very successful autumn tour, and they did this while experimenting, introducing a new game plan with a new coaching staff, and during the autumn series they even have 55 players that participated in that series. So I'm excited to see what the Springboks will be doing in 2025. At number 4, for me, it was Floyd leaving the EFF. It's one thing that I did not see coming. We can even say that Julius and the rest of the EFF didn't see this coming. Julius clearly in that press conference was distraught and he didn't see this coming. So Floyd left the EFF enjoying MK, and for me that's an interesting move, and I will do a longer breakdown on why I think it's a mistake and the direction that South African politics are currently taking in. But just in short, I'm thinking that the South African politics is turning into personality-based political parties. For example, MK is the personality that runs it, is Jacob Zuma. The Patriotic Alliance is run by Gayton McKenzie. The EFF is run by Julius Malema. So I think this is the direction that politics are taking in. Any person can start a political party and then they becomes like a king over that specific political party, and it doesn't help our democracy. But like I promised, I will do a bigger breakdown in the coming episodes. At number 3, it is the formation of MK, but more importantly, Zuma openly joining the MK earlier this year. And that was in anticipation of the 2024 elections in May of this year. So before Zuma openly joining the MK, he endorsed it, and he played both ways. He played it as he was still an ANC member, but closer to the election, he made it clear that he's going to vote for the MK, and that he is the leader of the MK. And that surprisingly took a big portion of the ANC votes, especially in KZN and in Mpumalanga. So the MK, and especially Zuma, is going to shape the coming elections and still the political discussion in 2025. So that's why it's number 3 for me. The second biggest moment for me in South Africa this year was the GNU. So the GNU was formed after the ANC for the first time since 1994 lost the elections. and decided that they wanted to form a government of national unity. This government of national unity comprises of various political parties, but interestingly, it was formed with the Democratic Alliance. So before the GNU, we could have never imagined that the ANC and the Democratic Alliance would work closely at the national level. It's one of those decisions that I applaud, because once they formed a government of national unity, the economy and the politics of South Africa has been relatively stable. So for me, that is my second biggest moment of this year, because I know that it will shape the discussion in 2025, because as any coalition government, even a government of national unity, there's always space for coalition to break. So would 2025 be the year that we see a split in the government of national unity, especially with contesting policies like we saw with the amendment to the Basic Education Act. And the big reveal, my biggest moment of this year, number one, is the ANC losing its majority. So before the election, there was many political analysts that have predicted this. They saw this coming, and they said that the ANC will lose its majority. However, many, and even the ANC, were surprised of how much of their support they lost. They lost about 14% of their support, and it dipped to 40%. And the ANC in 2025 has a lot to discuss, because I don't think in the current political climate that the ANC is doing the right moves to win back the majority, and especially at the branch level, at the zonal level, and at the regional level, you do not see any visible ANC activities. The parties that you see active is the EFF, the DA, and MK, and there's another party, the Patriotic Alliance. These are the parties that I see at the local and at the interface where citizens are the most active. And because these parties are so active at the interface of citizens, they stay much longer in the imagination and the consciousness of the South African population. And I think for this particular reason, when they go to the polls, they will be the parties of choices. So the ANC is not doing enough to win back the support. So it would be interesting, because next year is 2025 and we are entering the campaigning period for the 2026 local government elections, and we'll see how the ANC would bounce back from their defeat to 2024 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in and watching. I really appreciate your support. Please share with me down in the comments which are your top 5 moments. These are mine, but I would like to hear your top 5 moments of 2024. May God bless, and please be safe. Thank you for watching, and it's me, Jacob Cloete, and this was another episode of Uncut on the Abrasive Conversations platform.